Brian Lilley writes for the Toronto Sun and is going to explain all that happened on that Saturday night a while ago when there were riots in Montreal. Nobody was doing anything to stop them, but our Prime Minister was at a concert in Toronto. But before then, please subscribe and donate so you can continue to watch and hear Brian Lilley without buying the Toronto Sun. But you should buy the Sun anyway. Brian Lilley, I mean, you've written about this. It was preposterous to many people that it was anti-Jewish riots, windows being broken, the final solution being yelled out. I mean, it was hatred, and it was dangerous, and it was threatening, and our Prime Minister is dancing the night away in Toronto. I wrote about it, and someone said to me, they said, oh, he was with his family. Give him a break.
Okay, so I have some sympathy for that. I do. But also, he should have put out a statement at least before sometime just after noon the next day.
Or he could have taken the half an hour out to speak to the head of the RCMP and say, hey, we've got to do something about this, and put a statement out then.
Yeah, he could have done something. He didn't until the next day, and then he was embarrassed when Pierre Poilievre put out one of the strongest statements I've seen on this, basically an open letter on the X platform, just denigrating what Trudeau had to say. Look, Montreal is a city that I have lived in. It's a city I've visited for decades. It's a city that I love. And I know the places that were, attacked in this. And it was awful to watch. And they were described as anti-NATO protests. No, they were not anti-NATO protests. They were anti-Semitic protests. They were talking about the final solution, as you said. They were doing the Nazi salute. This was despicable, and it needed to be condemned. And the fact
that it needed to be stopped.
And stopped. And Montreal police eventually did. But as a friend pointed out, the fact is we've had the last several years of people trying to stop cops from doing their jobs. And now we're shocked when they don't want to do their jobs, or they're stopped from doing their jobs by senior leadership, whether it's in Montreal or Toronto or elsewhere. Oh, boys, don't get your hands dirty. That'll be bad.
Well, it'll be bad. And do you think that the Prime Minister is playing footsies with the anti-Israeli crowd? It looks like he is. In Toronto, Montreal, other places where there are despicable statements made, things I won't even say on this show about killing, and no one's saying anything about it.
You call them anti-Israeli crowds. I'll call them pro-Hamas. And is he playing...
Well, they're anti-Israeli when they say, we're going to kill the Israelis.
Yeah, but they are absolutely pro-Hamas. They are pro-Hezbollah. They are pro-terrorist. They're open about it. They're very open about it. You just have to go and talk to them.
But our government has allowed that to fester.
They have. And while I believe that Justin Trudeau, deserves some criticism for that, his foreign minister, Mélanie Joly, even worse. She is fully Team Hamas.
Well, because she knows where the votes are in her riding. She admitted it. Brian Lilley, thanks very much. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.